Here we have a problem on derivative. So there is a function given over here that is y equals to 3x square negative 4x positive 1 times x square positive 1, and we have to find dy over dx. That is, we have to find the derivative of this function with respect to x. So here on the right side of the given function, we have two expressions are multiplied and both the expressions contain variable x. Okay, whenever two terms are multiplied and both the terms contain variable and I want to find derivative of that one, I have to use product rule. So what is product rule? Okay, let's assume the product of u and v, both u and v are variables, and I want to find derivative of this product u and v, that is u times v whole prime. So how can I find the derivative of this product u and v? And here both u and v are variables. So what I need to do is first I have to keep u, the first term, as it is, and I have to find the derivative of v, that is v prime. Now I have to take positive sign. Now I have to get the derivative of the first term, that is u prime. I have to keep the second term as it is, v. So this is called a product rule in derivative. So I'm going to use the product rule to find derivative of the given function. So for that, I'm going to use the first expression over here as u, the second expression as v. Okay, so when I find derivative of this function, derivative of this y with respect to x, I'm getting dy over dx. Okay, according to the product rule, I have to keep the first term as it is. That is, I have to keep the first expression over here as it is. That is 3x square negative 4x positive 1 times. So v prime, that means I have to take derivative of the second term, that is x square positive 1 prime positive. Now I have to get the derivative of the first term, that is 3x square negative 4x positive 1 prime. I have to keep the second term as it is, that is x square positive 1. Okay, now dy over dx is equal to, now we have to keep the first term as it is, that is 3x square negative 4x positive 1. So x square positive 1 prime, that means we have to get the derivative of this x square positive 1 with respect to x. When I find derivative of this constant 1, it will become 0. So the derivative of x square with respect to x is just 2x positive. Okay, now I have to get the derivative of this one because we have prime over here. So here x square is a term which contains variable. It is multiplied by a constant 3. So whenever I want to find derivative of a product, so where a variable is multiplied by the constant, I have to keep the constant as it is and I have to get the derivative of the variable part. So what's the derivative of this x square with respect to x? It's just 2x. So the same thing we have for the product 4 times x negative. Since the variable is multiplied by the constant, when I find derivative of this product, I have to keep the constant as it is. When I find derivative of this x with respect to x, it will just become 1. And the derivative of this constant 1 will become 0. So positive 0. Okay, now I have to write this x square positive 1 as it is. Okay, so we get dy over dx equals to, now let's simplify. So now I can distribute this 2x to 3x square 4x negative 4x and positive 1. When I distribute this 2x to 3x square, it will become 6x to the third power. And when I distribute this 2x to negative 4x, it will become negative 8x square. When I distribute this positive 2x to 1, it will become positive 2x. Okay, first let's simplify the stuff inside the parentheses over here. 3 times 2x will become 6x. Negative 4 times x square positive 1. Okay, now we have to multiply these two binomials in my next step. Okay, let me do it. So we have dy over dx on the left side and 6x to the third power, negative 8x square, positive 2x. Okay, so we can use FOIL method. That is, first we have to multiply the first terms and then we have to multiply the outer terms, then inner terms and last term. So first term means I have to multiply the 6x and x square. I am getting 6x to the third power. Because we have positive sign here, we can take it as it is. So 6x times x square will become 6x cubed. And now I have to multiply the 6x and this positive one, I'm getting positive 6x. When I multiply this negative 4 and x square, I'm getting negative 4x square. And negative 4 times 1 will become negative 4. In case there is a negative sign over here, first we have to get this product. And for the complete product, we may have to distribute the negative sign. But here we have positive sign. So we don't have any trouble. Simply we can multiply the two binomials over here using the FOIL method. Okay, now let's do further simplification. So I'm getting dy over dx equals to, okay, so when I look at the terms of here, the degree is 3. I mean, the largest exponent of the variable x is 3. So here we have 6x cubed, here we have 6x cubed. So when I combine these two terms, I'm getting 12x to the third power. And here there are two terms which contain x square, negative 8x square and negative 4x square. When I combine them, I'm getting negative 12x to the second power. And there are two terms which contain x, positive 2x, positive 4x, so positive 6x. When I combine this positive 2x, positive 6x, I'm getting positive 8x. At last, I have negative 4, so I have negative 4. So now I got the derivative of the given function. The derivative of the given function equals to 12x to the third power, negative 12x to the second power, positive 8x, negative 4.